Hey everyone, you're watching Anime with Jackson. And in this video we're talking about how some anime gets influenced by some really high review scores that they may or may not deserve by a group of individuals. So the other day I was going through my anime list, through all the series that I've seen, and I noticed that some of the review scores were very high that I'd given, and these are scores that I've done from when I was younger, although I am technically still young, but more so younger as in a not as mature, so my maturity influenced how I reviewed things. But needless to say, I was quite disgusted at myself. But it got me thinking as how, if I did it, and I'm pretty sure all of us actually go through a stage of going, haha, Sword Art Online, that was the. Whew, that series was the bomb. Give it a 10. Like, I'm pretty sure we all went through a stage like that, and that's fair enough. We all go through stages in life. So all of this got me thinking as to why we just give some of these series quite high scores. Well, it's a case of we are a fan of the show. If we're a fan of the show, we are going to be going, yes, the series is great, but we're not going to look past that series. Like, when we aren't a fan of the series, we will look at things objectively of going, this series sucks, we'll give it a 3, because in comparison to, let's say, Gurren Lagann that we've seen 7 years ago, or have rewatched since it was originally aired, it doesn't meet the same standards as Gurren Lagann. But when we are a fan of a show, we tend to, our brains just omit everything. We just go, ooh, I actually really like this. I'll actually give it a good score. And that's when we kind of go wrong. And it's not that we're doing a bad thing, it's just we're going with human nature and not think of things objectively. We're just going with what's right in front of us. And then when you get a group of people that do the same thing, of the big fan of the series, and they can't see past that one series when they give it a score, and I can't compare it to anything else, or go, you know what, the story wasn't as good, or the art wasn't as good, or the character development wasn't as good. When they can't see past all that, when they go, oh yes, whew, I like that, they just give it a higher score. And that higher score actually influences the total score, and then it bumps it up higher ranks that maybe gets past a series that's actually better. Now, this really does go past individual tastes. It's not a group of people going, you know what, I prefer this series to that one. It's more so people are just going, I like this one. There's a difference between series as getting worse reviews and better reviews because of different tastes over they can't see past their nose. It's like saying that some individual, or this group of individuals, likes fan service or gore or comedy or something like that. They're going to give a series that gives them that stuff a higher review, and that's fine, but it's more so when things go too far. So then, with going too far, it got me thinking of not only how much of an idiot I was to give some of these series like 10s and 9s and whatnot. Like, when I scroll down through the list now, and I'm going, nah. Like, I can't fathom how I gave Shin Megami no Testament a 9 when I only gave Boku no Hero Academia a 7. Like, to me, Boku no Hero Academia is a much better series than Shin Megami no Testament. But quite clearly, I wasn't able to see past my goddamn nose when giving it the score. Now, part of the issue of not being able to see past our noses is because there's actually no criteria. There's no set in stone criteria as to how we should be giving these series their scores. But at the same time, if there was a criteria, maybe people wouldn't even follow it. So, how should, or what would be a better way of going actually about giving these series their score? And it all comes down to comparison. And what I mean by that, instead of comparing, let's go over the same example as before, Shin Megami no Testament against Boku no Hero Academia. They're two completely different series. Maybe a better idea, not that I was comparing them beforehand, for a similar series, going, you know what, One Punch Man and Boku no Hero Academia. They are similar. They both have heroes. They both have agencies. There's a lot of things that are the same. But then there's other ways that we can go about comparing. Instead of going with two very similar series like One Punch Man and Boku no Hero Academia, we could actually go, you know what? The art style up to today's quality. Is the story good? Is it going somewhere? Is it driven? Is it characters? Are the characters unique? Do they feel different? Is there any other character in another series that is very similar? Looks, personality, powers, and character development. Are the characters actually growing? Are they actually going somewhere themselves? Are they on a journey? Are they going to go through hardships? Are they going through hardships, or is it all just easy sailing? And it's when we actually start asking ourselves these questions that we actually go, you know what? The art wasn't as good, or the art was really good, but the story was bad, or the character development was bad, or there'll be a few things that we find. But it's because we're not thinking of, you know what, this score actually means something. This score means something. And because this score means something, we shouldn't be letting our feelings get in the way. Our feelings for this series, no matter how much of a fan that we are of the series, like, I enjoyed One Punch Man. I really did. But when I sat down and thought it through, when it got to about the 7th or 8th episode, while still enjoying the series, I actually went, you know what? I wouldn't call myself a fan. I wouldn't actually say, not necessarily that I don't like it, but there's a lot of things to me that could be better. Of course, what I wanted better in One Punch Man would go against what the series was about, but to me, what it was lacking was quite important. Well, then when Boku no Hero Academia came out, and they are two similar series. They've both got heroes, they've both got a character that really, if they put their mind to it, can defeat almost anything with a single punch or a single kick, or you get the drift. But what Boku no Hero had was there was character development in the main character. Yes, there was character development in Genos and One Punch Man, but there was character development in everyone in Boku no Hero, which to me is really important. And to me, something else that is important that maybe not quite as much as it was lacking in One Punch Man, but I felt rushed, was the story. Despite all these things that I was enjoying, I still enjoyed it, and I still would call myself a fan. But when I sat down and actually took a look at the series, and I went, you know what? I actually did enjoy some of these things. So I didn't let my interest, my enjoyment into the series cloud my judgment. And even though I gave it a lower score, I actually still ended up buying the collector's edition here in Australia for the Blu-ray or DVD, or both, I think it was actually. So I actually still spent proper money. Like, we need to remember that these scores are actually us giving some form of review. Instead of going, you know what, let's actually type up a review and make it look really official looking and everything. These scores are us actually giving a review. And because it's a review, it's actually really important to make sure that we give it a fair score. Because a fair score really doesn't reflect on what the series is and how good it is. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like or comment down in the comment section below. Heck, even tell me what your thoughts are about some series getting quite a high score than probably what they deserve down in the comment section below. If you want to see more content by me, click on the channel link. It's just above the subscribe button. And if you want to stay up to date when I upload more content, don't forget to click that subscribe button while you're there. Again, thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all next time in the next video. See ya.